Hey folks, welcome back. It's Ardwulf. Still sick, still playing Dragon Age Origins. We're on episode 29. I, between episodes, visited the party camp, and actually went up to Warden's Keep, dropped off a bunch of stuff, bought a bunch of things, including some of one of those tomes that gives me an extra skill point. Talked to a couple of people in the party, in the camp, mostly necking on the ladies. So we will journey forth. And we're taking, as usual, Alistair, Liliana, and Wynne. And I have decided, I was going to wait to do this, that I am going to go to Flemeth's hut and do Morrigan's character quest. It's a long way down.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
Stay silent and die, creature.
Which one, I wonder? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time? That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn? It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come, she will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Oh shit. Alright, let's drop one of those there. Wynne can drop a heroic defense on Alistair. Alistair needs to be in shield wall mode. Liliana needs a heal already. This might go really badly, actually. We are not doing amazing damage to her. Although that helps. Liliana's down. Let's fix that. That hurt. Now let's see where we're at here. Potions are on cooldown. Every time I take a health poultice, she hits me with another fireball. It continues to occur. That did a lot of damage. I'm stunned. Everybody's stunned. Fantastic. Is Wynne stunned? Wynne is stunned too. Great.
Armed and dangerous. Ready.
Liliana's down again.
It's either you or me, and it is gonna be me.
And Win is... Let's see here. She is extremely tough. Everybody's stunned again. Yeah, she totally stuns everybody. Alistair, what are you doing? Break health potion. This is lasting long enough that Win might actually get to res Liliana again. Except he doesn't have enough mana. She down? I said get into melee with her, you idiot. That has literally happened every time I have jumped down the potion. Alistair went down. Shit. Okay. That has more cooldown. She is almost down. Is that it?
I've defeated one. That was not pleasant.
Flemeth's key, potent health poultice. Alright, let's see here.
Let's get started.
Robes of Possession. Okay. So she was tough. I expected her to be, though. And I did, of course, know that she was going to turn into a dragon. Back up to the party camp. We have stuff for Morgan. Actually, let's do this first. she gets these robes. Which, oddly enough, look exactly like her other stuff. And actually, we can do... I'm getting lag again. I don't know why. Flemeth's Grimoire.
Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds.
Okay. So that's completed. Okay, so basically let's take a look at the quest log. We've got some stuff that we didn't do. These two things I missed somehow in the Elven Ruins. That's a side quest. These two things I missed in the Circle of Magi, but we're not going to go back and do that. You know, there's more to Soldier's Keep. I actually didn't know that. Presumably it involves talking to people. So I want to say that it is now time to go to the Earl of Redcliffe. Paragon of her kind is Orzammar. Earl of Redcliffe are the humans. So we're going to go there next. Now, this is one of those weird things about Dragon Age Origins. I feel like the quest, the actual like adventure narrative flow of the game implies that you really want to go to Redcliffe first. And that turns out not to be the case. So I guess we go to Redcliffe Village. Yeah, okay. It turns out that that is not the optimal order. Why did we even go up there?
Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
Oh, look at these. There's critters. There's a lot of guys here. And I don't see why our performance is quite this shabby either. Alright. Any of these guys about to go down? This guy. Okay. Certainly use the poultices. And if you notice, yes, I spent all the money.
On it.
Not entirely sure what I spent it on. That tome cost quite a bit, I can tell you that. I think I bought a couple of runes too. I did do some enchanting between episodes as well. Alright, am I supposed to go up here, I assume? And talk to these people? We could make this pathfinding just a little bit more of a pain in the nuts.
Discipline and focus. The master says.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage for the war. They're young, but capable enough, as you saw.
I don't think they were that much help, actually. But okay. Then again, there were a lot of guys there, so... on our way.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Let me guess. You're an idiot. I'm not going to use that.
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Okay, so you're not a bastard, but a royal bastard.
I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry. Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about
It's
it.
kind of big news.
Oh, no. No, I don't like the sound of that, if that's where you're going. It was made very clear to me early on that there's no room for me on the throne. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard, oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
No, I suppose not. At least I have a chance to make things right. And I'm not alone.
Alistair, nice fella, kind of a dipshit. You're not supposed to tell him he's a dipshit, though. It's bad for his relations with you. This does not appear to be anything going on here. No.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Get out of my way. I have no time for slack-jawed fools. I'm going to use number one, though.
Oh. Then you don't know? Has nobody out there heard? He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night. And
You
attack
too,
us
huh?
Until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying. We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Al Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
So I guess in a sense we are about halfway through the game now. And I think we put in, I haven't looked at the count for several episodes, but I want to say we're about 20 hours in. I have no intention of doing all of the side quests.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Okay.
Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Okay. Alistair approves, Win approves. Skill acquired. I think that might have been because of Alistair. Alright, let's take a look at that.
When are the bad men coming? Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be alright. I want to go home. Where's Father? Why can't we go home? I already told you. Father,
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou.
I just leveled up from that, or Alistair leveled up from that, I should say. Which is good, because... Let's see what we can give him. Nothing that's particularly useful. It's kind of a dump.
Am I bothering you? What are we going to do? I'll try to be more quiet. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
how terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too. You will. Thank you so much. Please find him.
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and...
I believe we've established that it will get dark at some point. Okay, so... I want to look at the map here because it would be really nice if there was a merchant. I don't see anybody. I can't, of course, I don't have any money.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king. So you say a damn Qunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden I wouldn't know the difference. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy.
Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
It's almost like two different voice actors.
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help. His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first. I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
There's
Yes,
another
sir.
person to talk to around here someplace, I think.
What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle.
Okay. I guess we'll... What's this? Let's look at the quest log, I guess. He's near the windmill, and then we have to talk to the blacksmith. Let's see, general store. Hey, general store. That might be useful. Here's the smithy. Let's go deal with that first. Why I'm even collecting this death root at this point, I have no idea. I'm not really making poisons at all. On the other hand, I can use the money. Here we go.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough. All right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Master coercion's got to be good for something, huh?
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are? A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted? Why should I help Murdoch when he won't help me? My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night. If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much. Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
We will do our best. Please believe us, friend.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
That's the same thing I just said.
It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Alright, Win approves. Companion approval is pretty high right now across the board, thanks to gifts. Just something else I did
Well,
between
it looks
episodes.
like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
So that voice sounds familiar to me, and I think I'm recognizing it as the voice of Darth Malgus from Star Wars: The Old Republic, also a BioWare game.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow. You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Well, that's nice of you. Alright, so... is that up here? Is it possible to get to that chest? That's the mill. I believe I'm not digging around with that chest.
When? Is this yours? Oh, a bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left it by the fire at camp.
Oh, yes. I remember now. How age creeps up on you and brings with it forgetfulness.
You're a great mage, Wen, and you're sharper and wiser than many people I know.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Bantegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
Let's continue to
Grey
embrace
Warden it is, then.
the
Thank
Grey
you kindly.
Warden thing.
I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost. We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. That gladdens my heart to hear it. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are. As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Okay, so we have to talk to the Chantry. That's back down in the village again. I'm getting more gravelly. I think we will do a reboot after this episode because I am becoming irritated with this mysterious occasional lag. What's this? House. That's not incredibly informative. Let's see. That's the chantry. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I think we're going to call this episode here, and I think I'm done for the day, actually, at playing, because I think you've probably heard enough of this raspiness from me. So hopefully in the next episode I will be a little bit less hoarse. I hope that you have enjoyed watching, and by all means subscribe to the channel. There's a bunch more of this on the way, and a bunch of it already in the channel, plus a bunch of other videos for other games. You can also check out the blog at ardwulfslair.wordpress.com, where I've been talking about video games and other stuff since 2007. You can also follow me on social media. There's links to do that in the notes below. So I hope that you will tune in next time. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you then.